Hey guys, it's Kylie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this sultry smoky makeup look. Perfect for Valentine's Day if you ask me. It's coming up right around the corner in case you didn't know. So if you're into smoky cranberry looks like this, keep watching to see how it was created. Thanks guys. Hello my lovelies, thank you so much for watching and being here, it means a lot. I'm going to start by priming my face with the Maybelline Babyskin primer. It's a super petroleum jelly like formula, but it really does make your pores invisible, which of course we all love. Then I'm going to go in with my Diorskin Forever foundation. I'm in the shade 022 and I'm going to use my Morphe M439 brush to blend that in. This foundation is incredible. I was really never into foundation until I found this one. It's super lightweight, but it's also very full coverage, so it makes your skin look luminous, it makes your skin look poreless, it makes you look like a little China doll, but in the best way possible. So when I'm blending it in, you'll notice that I started with kind of pouncing motions, and that's to really get the product deep in your pores. That sounds terrible, but that's what makes you look flawless. Then after you pounce it in, you're going to start using circular motions to blend it, making sure you get all the way up to your hairline so that way it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. You'll also kind of want to blend that in below your jawline as well. After you're done with that, I'm going to go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm in the shade Custard, and I kind of make an upside down triangle under my eyes. You might see it right there. And that really helps me hide my dark circles. And then I highlight other areas of the face with it too. My chin, the bridge of my nose, and I kind of make this little flower pattern on my forehead. Then I'm going to take my beauty blender, and it is damp, and then you kind of squeeze the water out of it using first your hand, and then you use a towel or a paper towel to make sure it's still damp but it's not sopping wet. To blend that in, I use pouncing motions, and I go in toward the inner corner of my eye and out toward the edge of my eye. I also use that same concealer as my base for my eyelids. It kind of prevents my shadow from getting sticky or tacky. Then in between, I'm going to use my Fresh Sugar Advanced Lip Treatment because now is the perfect time to go in and do that. You'll magically notice that my eyebrows have disappeared. And after I do my eyebrows, I like to take just one of these spoolies. You can get them for free from Sephora or Nordstrom, any beauty counter. And I get it wet and then I rub it in some soap, and the soap acts as brow gel. Then I take my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Powder, and I take that on a MAC, this is a super old one, MAC 150 brush, and I tap off the excess, and then I pat it and swipe it underneath my eyes and on top of my eyelids where I put that where I put that concealer earlier, and that helps have a nice base to make sure your eyeshadow is flawless. Now going in with the Jaclyn Hill Times Morphe palette, I'm going to take this first shade called Silk Cream on a super fluffy Pro Crease blending brush by Sephora. This is the number 10. And I go back and forth using windshield wiper motions to really get it up in the crease. You don't have to be precise with this one because it is your base color, which makes everything else blend out so beautifully. Next, I'm going to take the shade Butter on the same brush, and I basically go over the same area with it. So it just adds a bit more depth, and it also makes it easier to blend when you have those dark colors added in later. You want to make sure you have a nice even base, which is about a shade or two darker than your natural skin color. Then I'm going to take the color Pukey and Hunts on a Morphe M433 blending brush. This is a goat hair blending brush, and it's nice because it holds on to those darker colors more than a synthetic brush would. So when you're packing it on, it makes sure that you don't have as much, if any, fallout. Then I take my blending brush again and I go back and I kind of smooth out the edges so that way it looks more blown out and not so sharp. After that, I'm going to take the shade Roxanne and Jax. I kind of mix those together. It's a really light tap of each, honestly. Tap off the excess, and then I do the same motion. You'll see that I'm staying in my crease, so it's different than the blending brush that we used. This is way more exact. I stay exactly in my crease. I don't go above it because then it'll make your eye look kind of like you got beat up. So you want to keep it in that crease, and then you go in later with that blending brush with no extra product on it and blend it out, because that's what's going to make it look blown out and flawless. Then to get even deeper, I take just Jax on that Morphe brush again, staying in the crease, same as last time, blending it in and out using only windshield wiper motions. I'm not making circular motions, I'm just going back and forth in there to really deepen up that crease. After I'm done with the Morphe brush, I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk pencil brush. This is from the Target Boutique. So I'm actually going to take the shades in the exact order I did before on the lid, and I'm just adding one at a time, blending underneath my eye. Don't be afraid to blend. Then I'm going to take this shade called Cran Apple from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and this is actually a concealer brush, but what I do is I press down on the eyeshadow pretty well, so I just pack it on the brush and then I spray it with that Mario Budescu rose water spray. If you have like a setting spray you like to use, like Fix Plus, or maybe, I don't know, any setting spray will work. And then what I do is just on the lid, I start by pressing it down on the eye, and then I kind of turn and angle the brush so it's on that skinny side to make sure I get nice and tight in that crease area. You'll notice that I do have a bit of fallout with this one, and that's my fault because I didn't get the brush wet enough, so don't be afraid to drench it. Nothing will go wrong, it will only get better. That prevents the fallout from underneath. If you want to use a tissue for this part, that would be fabulous because then that really cleans up the area, and you'll see that's what I ended up doing. I tissued it and then I took some more of that mineral powder. Then I'm going to take that same M433, which is the Morphe brush, and clean up the inside of that eye. So I kind of blend that metallic shimmer shadow into the shadow that's already there. Then I go over it with the crease brush one more time. Now I'm going to take the shade in Light on this tiny little definer brush. This is an Eco Tools brush, super inexpensive again, and I just hit the brow bone with it. Next are lashes. You'll see I'm using these from Annytude. She is super cute. You should check out her YouTube channel. She's an awesome makeup artist. But these lashes are the Sassy lashes, and you'll see they fit the name very well. Then I'm going to take this Clinique High Impact Mascara for my lower lashes because I like to have lower lashes. Now it's time for bronzing. I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze Palette. The bronzing brush I'm using is the Morphe R2. It gets every area of your face and it looks really blown out and flawless. This is an awesome palette when you are on the go because it has the perfect bronze shade, and it also has a highlight shade too. So if you're traveling, you have both bronze and highlight, and everything is fabulous in your life. For blush, I'm taking the NARS Orgasm blush and my Morphe E4 to brush it on the tops of my cheeks and looking like I just got a bit of sun. For highlight, I'm using the Dose of Colors Fuego highlight. This is the Desi times Katy collection, and I'm actually using an E.L.F brush. It's the blending brush, I guess it's called, because it's really dense, and I found to get the best use out of my highlight, I need a really dense brush, not a fan brush, but almost like a foundation brush. To set my face, I'm going to be using the Tatcha Luminous and Dewy Skin Mist because it gives me a beautiful glow. You want to make sure you cover your eye area for something like that because it does have oil. Next for lips, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize pencil to line, and I do overline my lips and fill them in. I am using the shade Iconic Nude. It's really the iconic nude color. It's not too brown, not too pink. It's perfect. For the lipstick, I'm using my Tom Ford in Blush Nude lipstick. My most splurge-worthy item in my makeup collection. However, I think it's so worth it. It's the most perfect color. To make everything glossy and luminous, I'm using my Marc Jacobs Sugar Gloss because it's beautiful, it smells nice, it feels nice, it's not sticky, it's the perfect amount of gloss. Alright, my lovelies, thanks so much for watching. I'm super happy that you guys were here today. It means a lot to me that you watched my very first YouTube video. I hope to be uploading a lot more beauty, fashion, maybe throw in a little fitness in there too, videos up on my YouTube channel. So with that, I hope you beautiful people have a fabulous rest of your day, evening, or week if I don't see you till then. Remember, it's up to you to make the world a better place. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.